guys. So I thought I would do something a little different that I have never done before. Sorry I look messed up. It's daylight savings and it's just the worst. But yeah, so I thought I would do something different. Right now I've been reading City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, the last book in the Mortal Instruments series, and I am loving it. I think it's my favorite book of this whole series. I've loved them all. But this one I'm just really getting into. So I thought maybe I would try vlogging as I read this because I have quite a bit of thoughts. This book I feel like has so far less filler than ones previously. The last two I felt like were a lot of filler and very little actual content. You got to page 300 and then it was this is where the story picks up. And this one I feel like granted this book is a lot heftier. It's 7 something pages. I already feel like we're already getting into the story and it's already stuff's happening. But so far, so I'm on page 250, so I've been reading for quite a bit. So there's definitely gonna be spoilers. So Jordan just died. He was killed by Sebastian, who I hate Sebastian, man. I hate Sebastian. He was killed by Sebastian, and there was that whole thing. I'll be the first to say, I should preface all this by saying that I'm not a Simon fan. Simon drives me up a freaking wall. But, so, Jordan has died, and Simon's in the place, Alcayante, or, again, with the names, I'm not good, but, so he's there, and he just drank the blood, that Raphael gave him, and it made him drunk, and that whole scene of him, at Isabel's was hilarious. I thought it was so great, and, yeah, I just thought that was so great. Also, Jace just found out that, Jem has just become Jem again because Jace hit him with the fire, and so Jem is Jem again, and he's gonna go find Tessa, and I'm just feeling all the feels, oh my gosh, I was what? And I think that's when I got to that scene, I was this book is the real stuff, really, all the feels, so that's what I'm loving so far. I love Jem coming back, and I think we'll see that unfold later in the story, and him talking to Jace about things. It was just beautiful. The whole thing was so beautiful. And I just loved it so much. So I'm going to keep reading. I'll try to check in and see how this whole vlogging thing goes. I have never really vlogged before in my life. So bear with me. Hi guys. So it's a little bit later. I've just reached page 300. And I think I'm on Goodreads, I think it said I was 42% of the way through, and that's kind of where I am. You can see I'm almost halfway. It's really, really good. At one point they had Magnus's perspective, and that may have happened before, but this time I was ooh, I just love Magnus, and I want to have more Magnus in my life. I think he has another, I think there's another book about Magnus, one of the side books, but I'm not really sure, but I hope so, because Magnus just, cracks me up, and I love him. So they had the whole thing happen where they were having their council meeting or whatever with all the Downworlders, and they got the wine that was bad, and then it cut to Sebastian coming and
harassing Clary and asking her to come with them. And she's like, no, obviously. But, so then you find out, like, Sebastian took the council, like, Magnus and Clary's mom and Luke and all of them, and he has them hostage, and so then he wants to take Clary and Jace. So all that stuff's going down right now. One thing that I thought was kind of strange is that they killed off Jordan, who was dating Maya, but then they said, she was like, oh, I was going to break up with him. But he died knowing that he died and I had lied. It's better for him I feel like, why would you need to tell him that you're going to break up with him if he was still alive? I don't know. I just didn't think that was like, and basically that whole storyline is we just wanted to kill off Jordan so then we could bring what's his face into the picture and not be like bad. You know, like we can have her immediately start dating another guy and it's acceptable because she was going to break up with him anyways. I just felt like that was kind of like lame. I'm trying to find his name. It's like Bane. Bat. So we're just supposed to accept that now she has this thing going with Bat right after her boyfriend died because she was going to break up with that guy anyways and then he just died so it took care of it for her. I'm not about that. I'm like, even if you're getting ready, I didn't really, it's just like, okay, so now she has another boyfriend, and they're not really dating yet, but there's this whole, like, thing going on. Not about it. But other than that, this book's been really good, and I'm curious to see what happens with Sebastian, and, yeah, so, I'll check in with you later. I'm just planning on reading today, because I'm house-sitting, and I can't get the TV to work. Don't ask. But it's snowing outside, so I'm not planning on going. I am babysitting later, but I'm gonna just try to get through as much of this book as I can today. I doubt that I will finish it because it's been taking me quite a long time, but I'm hoping to make quite a big dent in it today. So I'll be back with another update soon.
Okay, so I'm not much further along since I last updated, but I wanted to pop in because this part of the book is just like killing me. I don't even know if you can see it, but I just want to show you. Gia, the council, that's a really nice close-up of my face. I'm just having myself peanut butter and jelly. But Gia, the council, is talking to Brother Zachariah, who is Jem, and asking him if he wants to go see Tessa now that he's human and all that. She's saying, like, you should just go see her, and he's saying, I can't because I have to fight, and I don't want her to know because then she'll want to fight, and I don't want to, like, let her know that I'm human and then die in battle. So I just want to wait it out. And Gia's saying something along the lines of, like, you know, we're shadow hunters, are hard with our hearts and this and that. And then he says, you think she might not love me after all this time? The feels. That's basically all I wanted to say. It just really hit me in the feels, and I wanted to share. Yeah. So I just got back from babysitting. Yeah. I just got back from babysitting, and I'll insert some cute little baby footage here. What you eating, Everly? Soup? You have soup? And I'm hoping to get like at least 20 minutes of reading in before I go to bed. The lighting's terrible right now, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm hoping to get like 20 more minutes in of reading before I go to bed. This time change is about to mess me up because my whole sleep schedule for waking up for work tomorrow is going to be totally thrown off, because usually the absolute latest I would stay up is 10. Tonight I'm like, I can stay up till 11. It's gonna be fine.
It's now Monday. I've been reading a little bit after I got home from work. I'm on page like 463-ish. I'm really liking it. Still really good. Really into it. I will say that I'm more into like the Jace, Clary, Alec storyline. They're in the Hell Dimension now. But when they switch back to like Bat and Maya and those characters, I'm less interested. And when they switch to like Jocelyn and Luke being captured, I'm less interested. I'm more just like, okay, I want to see what happens with them finding Sebastian and all that. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So yeah. Hey guys, so it's Wednesday. I don't think I've vlogged or checked in since Monday. I'm probably not much further. I'm on page 600. It's like, let me flip this around so you can see it. This is like how much left I have to go in this book. I've been working all day yesterday and all day today, and I just got home, and I'm gonna try to read at least 50 pages before I go to bed. I've kind of lost some of my motivation because I'm getting towards the end and I'm worried all my characters are gonna die. But I don't know that that's gonna happen. I just have this fear. Mainly, I have a feeling that Jace could die, but I have no proof, so that's not even a spoiler. But this video has been all spoilers because I've just been talking about it. But and that could not happen, and I hope it doesn't. But I have this fear that like all my favorite characters are gonna die at the end of this, so I've been kind of hitting a wall and not wanting to finish it, not just for that reason, but because it's the last book, and then it will be done. At least this part of the world will be done, and it's been 6 books, and it's kind of weird to finish a series that's been 6 books long, plus, you know, other things. But I mean, I have more books after this one. This is the end of the Mortal Instruments series. But so that's just kind of where I'm at. But I am going to try to, my plan tentatively is I work all day tomorrow. But I have tomorrow night free, so I'm hoping to at least get another 50 pages in tomorrow night. And then finish it on Friday. And that plan could adjust. I could read more pages tonight, which means I would have to read less pages. But my goal, all that to say, my goal is to finish reading this book by Friday. And I think that that's a pretty doable goal. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I'll check in again after I've read some. So, yeah. Okay, so by now you know there's spoilers in this video, so I'm not gonna say anything more about that. There's gonna be spoilers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about what I'm reading right now. And it's towards the end of the book, so if you really, really don't want to be spoiled, then don't watch. So they're at the part where they're trying to get out of the Hell Dimension. Sebastian is defeated, and they're trying to figure out how to get out. And they figure out that Magnus's dad's the demon or whatever, and his dimension is the dimension that they're in. So his dad can get them out. So they call upon him, and he's basically saying, I need a life or something to run the dimension or whatever. So they're going to give Magnus, and Magnus is like, oh, Magnus is going to die. But then Simon stands up and says he will give his life because, and so he says he'll give his life. And then there's this lot of talk. Then the demon says, okay, I'll take your immortality and make you human again. You'll just be a regular mundane. On top of that, I'm going to make you forget that you've ever met these people, that you ever were a vampire. I'm going to make you forget all that. And in exchange for all that, I'm going to let you live, and I'm going to put all of your friends back into
Idris or wherever they were, but like home. He's gonna send them all home, and they won't be stuck in the hell dimension. Simon will still get to live, Magnus will still get to live, and they'll all get out free. But yet we're still talking about it. No, Simon can't go. No, Simon can't go. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, let Simon go. He gets to live. He has the best shot. He gets to live his normal life. He gets to have his mom back, his sister back, his normal, ordinary life. Isn't that what you want for him? One. And two, that's the best scenario out of anybody. If the demon took Magnus, Magnus would just die. Like, he would lose his immortality, and he would just die. So, why are we still talking about it? This is the best option. Sorry. Simon won't ever remember you, but he's volunteering. Like, he's saying he will do it. He will become mundane. Sorry, Pepper's attacking me. He will become a mundane, and he's volunteering. So, why are we, like, I don't even know how many pages it's been. Maybe it's just been a few paragraphs. It's 7 pages so far that we've been like, no, Simon, no, you can't go, no. Like, why? Like, this is tired. Let's move on. Sorry, I look real messed up right now, but I'm at work and it's like, I woke up really early. So, but I just want to say I'm reading this book, and I guess I'm supposed to be upset that Simon forgot all his memories, but I'm not. Is that unusual? Is that unusual? If you're watching this and you read the books, were you upset that Simon lost his memories? Like, I really want to know, because I, like, honestly just don't even care. But I don't know if that's just because I didn't really care for Simon in the first place. So, I finished it. It's over. I don't even know if I can formulate my thoughts. It might take me some time. I loved it. I can tell you that. It was a great ending. I just can't believe it's over. Yeah, so good. Like, better than I ever could have anticipated an ending to be. Just better. Yeah. The amount of, like, ties that she wrapped up, so good. Like, just wrapped up all of the ties. All the empty things that you could ever wonder about that you would think wouldn't be wrapped up are wrapped up. And, you know, how they're, like, making Simon a shadow. I think how he's going to become a shadow hunter, and how they're, you know, how it leads into, like, Magnus Bane Chronicles. It just is so good. And how they, like, bring Jem back and Tessa, and you get to see their happy ending was just, like, tears to my eyes. And Clary and Jace's relationship, how they ended that whole thing, made all of the books of just, like, horrible, like, Clary and Jace stuff that you had to get through, all of that was worth it at the end. Completely worth it. Oh, I'm a fan. I'm such a fan. I think the first book and this book, best out of the series. Great ending, so good. If I have more thoughts after this, I will come back and share.